White starts his game by moving king pawn e2 to e4 square. Black plays e7 pawn to e5 square. White plays his g1 knight in front of king at e2 square. Black plays his g8 knight to f6 square to attack e4 pawn. White plays his f2 pawn to f4 square attacking e5 pawn. Black's e5 pawn takes the attacking f4 pawn. White's e7 knight takes back f4 black pawn. Black captures pawn in e4 square by moving knight from f6 square. To pin the knight in e4 square, queen moves from d1 square to e2 square. To unpin and protect knight in e4 square, black queen moves from d8 square to e7 square. White moves knight from f4 square to d5 square to attack queen in e7 square. Black queen in e7 square moves to e5 square to attack white knight in d5 square, defending her knight in e6 square. To protect the knight in d5 square from queen, white brings out other knight to c3 square. Black's c7 pawn attacks back on d5 knight by moving to c6 square. To remove c7 square's protection of black queen, white moves d2 pawn to d4 square to attack the black queen. Black queen takes d4 pawn, leaving c7 square unprotected. White's c3 knight takes e5 knight in support of queen. Black's c6 pawn takes d5 knight and attacks e4 knight. White's knight in e4 square moves to d6 square, giving double check to king at e8 by queen and knight. King moves from e8 square to d8 square to save the check. White's queen moves from e2 square to e8 square, giving check to d8 king in support of d6 knight. Black king moves from d8 square to c7 square and attacks knight at d6 square. White's knight moves from d6 square to b5 square and gives check to king at c7 square. White knight attacks both king and queen, so black resigns.